What's up, everybody? Hey, welcome to Carpos channel. Welcome to Carpos channel. Welcome to Carpos channel. And today I'm off the clock. I'm at work. Let me clean off my lens here. I was gonna make a quick video. Oh, the lens is still dirty, obviously. There we go. Hi. I'm gonna make a video here about this tiny home that I've been working on. I've already made a few. What I'd like to do is do kind of a walkthrough, since I actually just finished doing all of the final details on this thing with my crew here. So I'm just going to walk you through what we've got. So this right here, put a little barrel latch on here so we can lock these doors, but these are just what you would call garage doors. This is the electrical panel, then I got the keys for the garage, little light for it. The keys fit the outer lock. The barrel lock keeps it latched. Clink. And we put a red roof on it to match what she wanted. Now, she wanted to match an existing building she has, a couple of outbuildings on the property she has. So if you look at the back, it's very difficult to see in here, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a final video before we actually ship it out, because it'll be on the weekend and I'm not going to be here. So the garage doors, the slanted roof, and then there's a roof that slopes back. The whole back slopes back 15 degrees. It's actually 14. Then there's the soffit up there that goes all the way around. You can see the holes cut in it, which then there's screen behind that. You know, double insulated windows with cedar trim. Then we have board and bat is what it's called. It's just, you know, 1 by 8 or 1 by 10 or whatever size you choose. Cedar boards with the bats to cover the seams. And this also matches the existing farmhouse she has. The roof up there, I believe it's something like a 212 slope. I'm not sure, it's a 1 or a 212. It's a very light slope that goes all the way down there to that end. See if that's right. Yeah, up here to this end, and it just runs off that one end. Now what we've got here are the mahogany doors. The steps are mobile. These steps that we build for each one, we're gonna have to do something really nice and custom for people, you know. But so here's what we got: mahogany door. Now we're gonna go in here where it's air conditioned and quieter. And listen, you don't hear the truck anymore, do you? Because these houses are well built and they're well insulated. Got some really nice stained glass. You know, the hardware that we used, the lighting that we used. I think everything just comes together so well. Move down here. You can see that little windowsill right there. That actually opens up, and then there's storage back in there. Then we have this giant window. I mean, this thing is... it takes up the whole front. It's awesome. There's 2 shutters on that window that close. I should have showed you that on the outside. Maybe I'll do that on the way out. But it can be completely shut in order to either transport it or, for whatever reason, I've got, for getting rid of the light. I've got a bunch of junk on the floor, so I'm kind of stepping on stuff here. Got this really nice kind of Southwestern themed pillows. Then we've got this table right here. Now this table, I believe, I think it just pulls out. I'm not sure. I didn't work on this part of it. I built, you know, I put in all the trim around here and all the base and everything, but somebody else built the table. The intention is that the table will slide in and be put on here for an extra bed, because it can be pulled out and the little pole in the middle can be taken off. Yeah, I brought those plants for staging because I thought they'd be cool. So then we've got the stove. Fires up, works just fine. The only thing left to do basically in here is to put the knobs on the cabinets, and what we're using is these. We're going to be using these pulls on the doors, and then we're going to be using these larger lever type pulls down here on the drawers. So as you can see, my coworker worked on this backsplash, this tile, and goes over, then up to the vent. It's got lighting and a fan and all the fun stuff that you would expect in a house. We've got the refrigerator. Everything's ready to go. Beautiful butcher block countertops. These floors are bamboo and they are heated floors. So we layered mats underneath the floor, and then they have sensors. We have a thermostat and a remote control and air conditioner, heating, hot water. Now up here in the loft, as you can see, we have the washer-dryer combo. It seems like it's in a strange location, but it was the best spot we could find to put it in this particular scenario. So then we have a nice little cap here that protects this edge. You see these two little latches. Those are for the ladder. Now this ladder is hanging on the wall. It lifts off from there and it hooks on there so you can climb up in the loft. But I'm not going to do that right now because it requires two hands and I only have one available. So we've got this area down here, and all these cabinets were built out of, Baltic birch plywood with standard screen mold capping, and everything built to the best standards we were able to. Oh, I didn't realize that the floor was covered with rags in here. So, my apologies. We were doing a water test to make sure that the shower worked, that the sinks worked, the toilet worked. We had to add an extension in order to make sure that it rained right down on people because it was shooting out and getting on the floor. So then we've got the push toilet, your simple towel rack, toilet paper rack, a nice glass bowl sink. I like these type. Not everybody likes those, but I think they're pretty cool. And of course the only doors in the place, there's one here and one right here. So we've got the pocket door sliding out, and this is kind of my pride and joy because this is the room I worked on the most. Right down here we've got the water heater, which goes under the bed, and basic storage. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop this down out of the way so I can show you what's going on. You see those hydraulics, they kind of help lift up the bed. So there's a mattress that goes on here. Obviously, that's not going to be where you sleep unless there's a mattress on it. And then over here, we've got this shelf, which I built out of a part of butcher block countertop, ripped at the back at 15 degrees to fit the slope. I installed all of this cedar here, all the cedar up there, all the trim, the window trim, basically all the cedar in this room I put in. That cap up there, the shelf, as well as the window trim. And then we built these little boxes so we can install them up here for extra storage, because storage matters in places like this. This is kind of the coolest thing. My boss said, hey, let's add stairs to get up onto the bed, because it's supposed to be a high mattress. Turned out not to be as high as I thought it was, but still high enough to where a short person might want to be able to have steps. And so you can step on these, climb up to your bed, be able to easily get down. There you go. Get a light in there so you can really see. And another shelf on the other side, of course. And then we have the thermostat over here, so you can adjust your temperatures. Of course, more of the lighting. And then we move on back down the hallway. I think that's pretty much covered. The exposed beams are all done with water-based polyurethane. Everything is well sealed, well protected. This is a quality product right here. And I'm very excited to see it go to its home, so we can start working on the next one, I guess, because that's what we do. And right across the way, we have the other one. You can see it from here. It's over there. So here's what we've got for the shutters. As I mentioned before, we've got these shutters where you lift this little thing right here, and it also has a hook over here. Then you can close them like this and latch them. See? And then when you're moving, you're traveling, they won't blow around in the wind and get destroyed. Just simply unlatch them at your location. Flip them back like this. Oh, I guess I gotta get the barrel up. There we go. Lock it down. And lock that down. It might need one more at the top. We're not sure. It's the air conditioning unit. It's got a breakaway. It's got the AC breaker box. This thing is rip roaring and ready to go. So I just wanted to make one full walkthrough of this with me in it and talking about it before it's gone. And I might not have another opportunity. So what I'm going to do now is walk up the staircase here. This is our little extra area to store stuff. Oops. Now I can get you the full top view. You see that roof is very red. And yeah, it looks like a house, just a small house. And yes, there's our mess of tools, but it takes a lot of different tools to build a house. And the funny thing is, I don't think people realize when you're building a tiny home, you're basically building a regular sized home, but smaller and quicker. Meaning you do electrical, you do plumbing, you do wiring, you do every single aspect of it. All the sanding, all the painting, everything, carpentry, even metalwork and things you wouldn't expect. And because of this, it really requires a huge amount of tools. This is only like a small, idea of what we use on the job site. Every type of drill bit and different screwdrivers. And this is just my section right here where I keep all my tools. And this is only half of them. So, just saying, it takes a lot of work to make these things and to do them right. And here's where the gas input is. I should show you that too. And of course there's four jacks to jack the thing up with, one on each corner, just like there would be with an RV. And then this is where the water input is, and then over there we have the shore power where you can hook up to your electrical. And then all the way down the side we have the metal roof grounding line, which is a giant copper wire, comes down to here. This will be attached to probably a 3 or 4 foot steel stake and stuck in the ground wherever it's finally resting, in order to protect it against electrical malfunction during a storm. So I think I've covered everything. I always leave something out when I do these tours, so I haven't really done a full one yet. But hope you've enjoyed, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Be sure to subscribe for the next one coming up. Dun, 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 dun. Peace out.